That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Alright, what is going on, family? Thank you guys for tuning back into the channel. I appreciate you guys once again. Thank you guys so much for the support. The entire prep, you guys have gone absolutely crazy. I cannot thank you guys enough. The support on the YouTube, the support on the Instagram. TikTok's jank. We're not even going to mention that. But anyways, oh my god, bro. Can y'all see that? Anyways, just wanted to say thank you guys. I really do appreciate it. You guys have been killing it in terms of supporting me, and it just reinforces that what I'm doing is positive and I'm on the right track. So I really appreciate you guys. If you guys saw my Instagram, or if you were keeping up, I posted a little question box so that we could have a little Q&A for you guys today. So I threw up that story on Instagram and got some great questions. So I definitely wanted to take some time and answer some of my favorite ones. And some of these were definitely just like some funny ones, and then some of them were definitely some like real deep questions that I thought were going to be super good to kind of sit down and talk with you guys about. So I feel like we would just get right into it. This guy said, "Why are you not making hair content on YouTube? Please make something about your hair." We can do that. Once prep is done, I'll probably get more into like lifestyle content, so I can kind of show you guys just like a normal day in the life. Probably going out to eat, what my training looks like in the off season during the bulk. And with that, I can do like skincare, hair care. If you guys have not checked out Elucid Blends yet for your skincare and your daily vitamins, go check that out. They got a bunch of great stuff. So I can definitely throw that into the routine, do a little hair care content. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to like focus my content around my hair. And I know that sounds so ridiculous because a huge majority of my content is like hair focused, but I've definitely been trying to like kind of shift my content to whereas it's not like hair focused. I'm just a dude with long hair. You know what I mean? So like if my videos have my hair featured in them, they're not like, you know, oh, he's making videos about his hair. No, it's just like I have long hair, so you know, it is what it is. But moving on, this next question said, advice for a healthy relationship. And I definitely feel like this one could go on and on and on for a really long time. But at the end of the day, I feel like the foundation is definitely just going to be communication with your partner. At the end of the day, if you guys aren't like avidly communicating about great things and also what your problems are, then you're just not going to like be moving forward. You're going to always meet these barriers. You're going to meet these awkward walls where you can't have these conversations. And at the end of the day, you need to have those conversations. You got to be able to communicate. You got to be able to kind of put one foot forward in front of the other and then just keep moving forward. So I think the main takeaway is just being able to communicate, having similar interests. I know it sounds redundant, it sounds trivial, but being interested in the same things is a huge game changer. You got to be able to share like-minded things, like-minded individuals, surround yourself with people that can help you move forward. Moving forward, how do you put all that hair in the cap? A magician never reveals his secrets. No, I'm kidding. I've made a bunch of videos on this. I'm not about to... fuck it. I could just do it. I guess I could just do it. All right. Hair's out. You pull it back, and then you whip it forward, and then you just put it in the hat. Right? Whoop. Check that out. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's that simple. Having an undercut is obviously like a big game changer. If I had the rest of my hair, it would make it a lot more difficult, but that's it. What was today's meal? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Today's meal is the exact same intake as my last video. So if you haven't checked out the last video, go watch it right now. Full day of eating on the refeed. I'm having the exact same meals today. So go run that up. Go check that out. Is Jocelyn going with you to your bodybuilding competition? That's a good question. So yes, she will be staying with me at the hotel the night before the show. It's a local show, so it's not too far away. It's not like we're traveling super far. It's just nice to be at the hotel before a show, so you don't have to worry about traveling. Even if it's just like a 20-minute drive, you don't have to worry about it. You have everything there. The shows are at the hotel, so just being able to walk like downstairs is a game changer. So yeah, she'll be with me the night before, which is the 9th. She'll be helping me just like chill out, hang out, cook. It's also her birthday on the 8th, so I mean, I can't celebrate, but it'll be her birthday on the 8th. She's staying with me on the 9th. Show day's the 10th, so it's gonna be a fucking killer 3 days. I'm super excited. Fashion design portfolio. Again, getting into lifestyle content after prep, I can definitely throw some stuff in there. I can definitely share that. A lot of people don't even know that I have a degree in apparel and textile design, fashion, apparel construction. That's going to be exciting to kind of move forward. I was also kind of thinking of some content I could do moving forward, kind of incorporating that. I was going to think of like reviewing the finishes on garments and like, you know, different athleisure brands, how they finish their garments and like what the quality of it's like. Bodybuilder with apparel and textile degree reviews, you know, athleisure brand, something like that. So it could be cool. All right, this next one was a really good question and I was excited to answer it. It said, did you force yourself to start posting content or did you wait until you felt ready? I think that's a fantastic question. In my opinion, I think way too many people jump the gun these days and just want to get right into things, especially in terms of like fitness content creation, being like a fitness influencer. At the end of the day, you need to have a true passion for what you're doing to make a career out of it. And I think a lot of kids just see the clout, for lack of a better word, and don't actually fall in love with the process. I had spent the end of my high school career getting into lifting. I spent my entire college career pursuing lifting and bodybuilding towards the end, roughly in 2018. I graduated in 2019. And in that time, social media and content creation like wasn't even a thing. It wasn't even something that I thought about. There was guys doing it and I was like watching Callum Von Moger and like guys like that, but me myself, I wasn't really thinking of like making content, being a fitness influencer. I was just loving the process. I was loving building my physique. It wasn't until one of my boys, actually, Kev, and I asked him, I was like, bro, should I like start making an account? Should I start posting? And he was like, yeah, bro, like you should just document some of the stuff you like, what you're doing. And that's how it started. And even again, when I started posting content, it wasn't with the intent of like being a fitness influencer. I just more or less wanted to document what I was doing. I would take like, you know, a mirror pic. I would show like what exercises I was doing, again with no like fitness content creation mindset behind it. It wasn't until again I felt ready. I had fallen in love with the process, and then I figured to myself, yo, I wanted to document it. I wanted to show people what I was doing. And in doing so, in just showing what I was doing and pursuing it more and more, opportunities came my way. And I think that's the key difference. I didn't force it. I didn't rush into it. I did it when I felt ready versus telling myself, okay, you got to start posting content right now. You got to get to it. Post it because you want to. Post it because you think it's fun, not because you think you need to make a career out of it. Opportunities will come your way the more genuinely you go about it. So I hope I answer these well. I don't know if I'm answering these well or not. All right, we're going to get down to a couple more. One says, how do you keep your consistency? This is a great question, and again, it's a pretty cliche answer, but at the end of the day, you have to develop self-discipline. You have to make sure you're disciplined, and that's going to come from so many different aspects in your life, but at the end of the day, it initiates from just small things every day, and you can start so small, bro. Make your bed every day. Make sure you're drinking enough water every day. Make sure you're going to get 3 meals in. Tell yourself, I'm going to prep food this week. If you can consistently tell yourself to get these small objectives done and check the boxes every single day, that will begin to develop your discipline. When you start to approach things that require a set consistency, you have built those tools within yourself to be able to maintain that consistency. It's the fact that you didn't ask about motivation, which is fantastic, because way too many people go, where do you get your motivation? How do you find your motivation? At the end of the day, no one is going to be motivated 24/7. No one's going to be motivated to get up and go to work every day. No one's going to be motivated to clean their house. No one's going to be motivated to get up at 7 a.m. and go get on a treadmill. But at the end of the day, you have developed that discipline to tell yourself, I got to get shit done every single day. And that's the consistency. You have to build self-discipline. You got to be a savage. You got to tell yourself you can't be a little bitch, and you got to get it done. It says, did you ever get tired of eating the same thing? Absolutely. I know I got to get things done. I know I have a goal at hand. So if it comes down to eating like a dog, I will eat like a dog. You ever seen a jacked fucking pit bull? They eat, for the most part, the same food every single day at the same time. If you want to make progress, if you want to lock the fuck in, you got to eat like a dog. What mods are next for your Jeep? I like this question. So, very basic. To be honest with you, I don't have a ton of stuff that I want to do to it. It's already lifted. It's got a bunch of mods already done. But I do want to get a new hood. I want to get a new hood for it, and one that's similar to like what you would see on like a muscle car, where it has kind of the vents in the side of it. Not like a hood scoop, but it's got a vented kind of like an air intake essentially. It's just like a meaner hood. It looks dope, so that's definitely going to be the next mod that we're throwing on. This one says, trying some Cardarine while prepping. Cardarine? I don't even know what that is. if he's talking about carnitine, yes, I take 2 scoops of carnitine every single day. Cardarine or cardarine, I have no idea what you're talking about. It says, what about the lower part of your midsection? Isn't there muscles there? I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to in your question. If you're asking how to work them, I would say the best exercises for me personally to target the lower abdominals are going to be hanging leg raises, hanging knee raises. If you can't do hanging variations, you can use the machine or like the kind of like piece of equipment in the gym that has the 2 arms on it that you can support yourself on, and you can do them like that, doing like knee raises, leg raises, but those are going to be great to target the lower abdominals. This says, looking to move anytime soon, Houston or anywhere else? This is a fantastic question, and to be honest, I am really leaning towards Florida. I think by the end of the year, my goal is to get down to Florida. It, for me, makes the most sense. It's still on the East Coast, so I'm close to my family. I can get back home pretty quickly. I love the tropical beach environment. It is where I feel the best. Texas has some amazing things going for it. Houston is amazing. I've been down to Houston a bunch of times. But in terms of like environment, and I don't mean environment like culture, because the culture is great and I love the people there, but like literally the environment, like Mother Nature, I don't fuck with. I need trees, I need green, I need water, I need oceans, I need Florida. I think I'm gonna move to Florida. I think that is the goal. Bodybuilding, fitness is popping in Florida. There's a ton of people down there that are getting after it, so I think Florida is the move by the end of the year, which is gonna be super dope. This final one says, what is the game plan after your show? That is a good question, and one that is relatively up in the air. We are focused on bringing our absolute best to this show. My best physique to date by far, I can already tell you. And hopefully, come this show, we can secure a national qualification. To earn a national qualification this year, qualification statuses have actually changed since previously. The previous COVID rules were usually anyone in the top 4 or 5 qualified to go to nationals, but now that the COVID rules have ended, it's top 2. You gotta be top 2 in your class to qualify. So with that being said, our goal is to definitely qualify. We're gonna bring our best possible physique to date, and I'm going to hopefully make a statement, do some damage, secure a national qualification, and then from that point on, that is where it's kind of up in the air. We need to game plan and kind of decide what we want to do. A national qualification does last a full calendar year, so I have the option of doing a national show relatively soon, or I could wait a little while, go into a bulk, and then approach it later on. There is some national shows in November that I was looking at, and that's kind of interesting because depending on the timeline, depending on how we do things, I might be able to pull that off. That would leave us with essentially the rest of June, July, August, and then probably part of September until we start prep to get ready for late November nationals. That could be an option to see what we could do, possibly make that move. If I'm going to go to a national show, I want to get my pro card. I've been to a national show already. I've said I competed at nationals. That's an amazing accomplishment. But at the end of the day, if I'm going to spend the money, the time, the energy, the suffering to go to nationals, I'm going to do it to win a pro card. So we just got a game plan. We got to see what the timeline is, see where things line up. And then from that point on, it's just locking in. It is executing every day towards the goal and getting it done. So that's kind of the game plan following my show. But for now, we are just focused on bringing our best. I am so fucking excited, man. We're pretty diced right now. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it. Oh, yeah. So, things are great. Things are feeling fantastic. I think that's going to do it for the video. I just wanted to hop on here, answer a couple questions for you guys, kind of connect, have a little more one-on-one video with you guys. Maybe I'll do another one before prep ends, like a peak week Q&A, something like that. That's a little more like oriented towards just prep. But other than that, I think I'm going to get out of here. That's going to cover it. I appreciate you guys for tuning in again. Thank you guys so much for the support throughout this prep. It has been amazing. It makes me feel amazing. It makes me feel confident. I am super grateful for all of you. If you haven't checked out the socials, go check those out. If you haven't seen my other links, go check out my link tree. It's got all that stuff in it. Run it up. I am feeling fantastic, feeling great. 18 days out from competition. That's going to do it. I love you guys. I am out of here. Have a good one. Get after it. Stay disciplined. Stay positive. Be a savage. Out.